In most discussions in Stoic communities on the internet, much is said about the actions and habits we should adopt to become better and lead a virtuous life. However, habits that we already have and that are completely negative for our life are rarely discussed. Epictetus, a philosopher whose words echo down through the centuries, brought to light a profound perspective when he asserted the existence of two vices that stand out as dark and of significant impact, even in comparison with other harmful habits. The lack of persistent mastery over our actions and reactions. Persist and resist. Epictetus wisely said that the key to living right is to persist and resist. Persistence means continuing to strive and do the right thing, even when we don't feel like it. This involves developing new ways of acting that make us better. Creating good habits isn't easy, which is why we need to be persistent. The other key is resistance, which means avoiding temptations and bad habits that harm us. In this video, I'll cover 6 habits that we all have in our daily lives and that we should avoid if we want to live fully and happily. Before we start, I'd like to ask you to leave a like on the video, as it helps me share this philosophy with more people. If you don't want to miss any videos, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell. First, stop wasting your time. Seneca reflected deeply on the length of life and concluded that many of us simply exist rather than actually live. Our days are often filled with activities that don't contribute to our growth or fulfillment, and we tend to procrastinate on important tasks when laziness hits. Surprisingly, we act as if time is an infinite commodity, forgetting that it is actually the most precious resource at our disposal. The certainty that we will be alive tomorrow is illusory, since life is fragile and uncertain. In view of this, the maxim of valuing every moment takes on even more meaning. By realizing the finiteness of time, we are urged to give due importance to each moment and to choose wisely how to invest it. As we approach this issue in greater depth, it is evident that we often get involved in activities that contribute little to our personal growth and to the achievement of our goals. In this context, it is enlightening to observe Senec's reflections, which lead us to question the nature of the life we lead. Rather than really enjoying every moment, many of us seem to just drift through existence, allowing time to slip through our fingers. Procrastination, which so often affects us, prevents us from carrying out important tasks when we feel lazy or unmotivated. The curious thing is that even aware of the fragility of life, we often act as if we had an unlimited amount of time at our disposal. However, this illusion distances us from reality, preventing us from realizing that time is an irretrievable and invaluable resource. Uncertainty about the future is a constant, and tomorrow is not guaranteed for anyone. Faced with this, the urgency of appreciating and valuing each moment becomes even more pressing. Second, stop holding on to things emotionally. The Stoics believed in the importance of letting go, not just physically but emotionally as well. If you made a mistake, learn from it instead of beating yourself up. Guilt and regret are not productive. Acknowledge the emotions, but don't let them get to you. You will make mistakes, but don't suffer excessively. The ideal position is to channel this energy towards growth and personal evolution, always seeking to extract edifying lessons from the challenging situations that present themselves to us on the path of life. Third, stop procrastinating. As Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, you could do something good today, but you choose to do it tomorrow. We often postpone important tasks under the pretense of starting later. However, procrastination leads to guilt and prevents us from fully enjoying rest. The satisfaction of fulfilling your obligations overcomes the laziness of postponing them. In our journey, it is common to be faced with the temptation to postpone tasks of significance and relevance, justifying this decision with the promise of starting later. However, it is vital that we deepen our understanding of the side effects of this delay. Delay not only breeds a latent sense of guilt, it can also cloud our ability to enjoy rest fully and satisfyingly. In this scenario, it becomes evident that the satisfaction derived from fulfilling obligations far transcends the momentary laziness that leads us to procrastinate. The sense of accomplishment of knowing that we have acted with promptness and determination is a balm for the mind and spirit, giving greater purpose to our journey. Therefore, the search for overcoming procrastination is not just a practical measure, but a redefinition of our relationship with time and the responsibilities it brings us. Fourth, stop being a slave. We are all slaves to something, often without realizing it, be it lust, greed, ambition, hope, or fear. True freedom lies in having complete control over our mind and resisting the temptations that arise in our lives. Discipline is the key to achieving this freedom, even if it is challenging. In this sense, discipline assumes a prominent role, revealing itself as the master key that opens the door to this form of genuine freedom. The path toward emancipation requires mastering the art of self-discipline, an art that, while challenging, is deeply rewarding. The task is not simple. It requires a keen awareness and an unwavering commitment. However, it is through discipline that we trigger an inner revolution, breaking the shackles that keep us tied to unwanted habits and impulses. Fifth, stop settling for mediocrity. Strive for excellence in everything you do. Ask yourself if you did your best in each situation. We are not in control of success or external recognition, but we can always do our best in our actions. Don't settle for mediocrity when you have the potential to do something extraordinary. Sixth, don't let anxiety overwhelm you. Anxiety is born out of thoughts about future problems. Remember that the future is uncertain, but you've overcome challenging situations before. Distinguish between what is under your control and what is not. Cherish the present and don't let anxiety get in the way of your inner peace. Eliminating these habits and incorporating new ones into your life, like the ones I explain on this channel, is the way to lead a peaceful, happy, and purposeful life. If you have a habit in your life that you want to eliminate, share it in the comments. I hope this video will help you get rid of bad habits in your daily life and guide you towards a more meaningful life.